Hey friends, welcome to another event vlog, and this time we will be going to PAXAus 2023. Arrival day, or day 0 as I like to call it, started off a little bit rocky. Our flights got cancelled in the morning, so we decided last minute to drive 10.5 hours to Melbourne. Once we got there, it was a little bit rainy, but we went and got keys to the place that we were staying at and got to walk through the convention hall as well, briefly to pick up my creator badge. Once we picked up the keys and the creator pass, we were on our way to the Elder Scrolls Online party hosted by Bethesda. So Alk and I got dressed at the car and went to that straight away. It was super cute. As it was Elder Scrolls, it was fantasy theme inside, and there were mushrooms and plants everywhere. The most exciting thing we were looking forward to, of course, was the arrival of Teal and Jay. Inside they did have a dance floor, of course, and some art on the wall too. They also had free food and drinks, including a cheese spread and a meat station. They had some special guests, including the VP and Managing Director of Bethesda.
Some of you may have met me. We've been around a long time. I don't normally wear necklaces, but this is a gift.
They also had a cute little activity where you could get some patches and put them on either your clothing or a bag, and they did it right there for you. Another good thing about Bethesda events, they have these light rooms where you can take photos and videos with all the decorations inside. Here's Alk and Jay getting down on the dance floor. After the Elder Scrolls party, we were on our way to the next area, which was the Cult of the Lamb rave.
Hey.
I'd only heard of this just before we started heading to PAX, but I was super excited to check it out at Federation Square, and it was actually quite cool. They had puppets and music, and everyone was dancing like the villagers, and they played some pretty good bangers too. But then, of course, it started to rain and we were cold and once again hungry, so we went in search of some food. We got wet. Our food of choice for the night was, of course, ramen, which was better suited for the cold weather.
We finally made it to our home base for the weekend. Day 0 is done, all the traveling is done, and now it's time to get ready for the official day 1. We'll be waking up in the morning for the creator hour and meeting up with Teal and Jay again, so I guess I will start filming then. I'll see you guys in the morning.
Morning guys, we are on our way to the convention center for day 1 of PAX 2023. We are getting there a little bit earlier because I do have the content creator media hour this morning. So we will be meeting up with Teal and Jay just before we go in. Me and Teal are going into the convention, and then Jay and Alk will hang out until they're allowed in as well. This is what I'm wearing today. Gone orange and like yellow. Kind of matching PAX, but also kind of just because I wanted to wear this outfit. We've had some juice. I'm thinking we might get food at the exhibition center, and I'm excited to see all of our friends. There's going to be so many people at the media hour, so I'm sure we will bump into everyone. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. This is Alk. Here is Alk. Oh, okay. Every time I try to take a video for this vlog, he is either trying to stick his face in it, or is touching his face, or is singing loudly, or just doing whatever. As VlogMe did say, we were here early for the media hour, and there were quite a few other creators there as well, ready to go. I was lucky enough to walk in with both Teal and our good friend Elmza, who I was meeting for the first time, and there was quite a lot to see.
Look at that content.
Yes. Our first stop was the Nintendo booth, and it was absolutely huge. Almost just as big was its competitor Sega as well, who was here with Lego Sonic. There were other massive stalls around, but my attention was focused solely on the Nintendo one. They had a section for the Nintendo store and the Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLCs, as well as an area solely for Super Mario Wonder, which hadn't been released just yet. The Nintendo booth was so big, I thought I'd lost Teal at one stage.
I lost you for a second. I was like, how do I lose someone with bright teal hair?
Teal and I even got to test out the co-op mode of Super Mario Wonder while we were there, and the guy standing near the booth was helpful enough to record us. We were also lucky enough to run into Kirsty, who was the Nintendo rep. Not too soon after, one of the Nintendo workers also gave us a Pikachu hat, and I thought it was super cute and put it on straight away. One of my favourite things of the whole event was just walking the floor and running into as many friends as we could find.
I'm recording as well. I'm like, yes, everyone's got the content today.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing amazing.
We then moved on to some other booths like the Into the Dead booth, but said we would come back a little bit later to play the demo. But then we found the Crunchyroll booth. Crunchyroll, as always, had their store so you could buy some merchandise, but this time they also had some claw machines, so you could win different merch in the claw machine or get a Penny Arcade pin. I was lucky I got my pin on the first try, and unfortunately Teal kept picking up the balls, but they kept falling out of the claw, so the helper did a little sneaky and gave her a pin anyway. It was play to win, but we were running out of time to look at other things, so we grabbed the pin and hurried off to the next area.
Got a Detective Pikachu hat so far, and the anime Crunchyroll pin. I forgot the name of the pin for a second. That's all we've done within half an hour of the media hour. There's so much to look at. I'm very overwhelmed, but we are doing the things. We have met the people, so we'll see how we go.
We walked the floor a little bit more and looked at booths such as the Intel one before stumbling across the Twitch booth. As always, we wanted to go and write our usernames on the wall.
Down the Twitch Partner Lounge. Big street king. Oh hey! Hello. Thank you. Of course, can you tell that we went straight to the Nintendo? How are you doing?
Good. We're getting ready. Yeah. No, it's good. We got this kicking off at 10 if you want to win prizes.
Absolutely, would love to win prizes. Is that a blanket?
Yeah, there's blankets. There's blankets. There's sock.
Okay.
There's
Always need socks.
WishCon pins. Ooh. There's beanie and hat. And then blankie. But the thing is, so I'll have this will be where the magic line is.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, wow, look, it's big string game. And then I'll jumble them up, and then you need to pick your string. And if you get the pog chair, you can pick any prize.
Okay.
If you get the heart, you get a Snickers.
This one's very different. It's completely open. Cool though. Better than the weird one-way mirrored glass, I believe. And there it is. See some friends we've seen already. There's Stormy. I saw Stormy walking around earlier, but I didn't say hello. Elmza. There's a giant pigeon. Just cause. Is there anyone else? Oh, Alyssa, Elliot. Kitsu. I need to track down Kitsu. I've been meaning to find her. I have no idea where she is though. Alright, it's time to write my name. Go, Teal, go, I believe. There's no glitch this year, and Teal always writes her name at the bottom of the glitch, so she's drawing her own. Doing very well. right under the Twitch logo.
Good real estate. Let's see.
Good real estate, property management.
Yeah.
After we finished up at the Twitch wall, we walked around for a little bit longer, trying to figure out what exactly we were going to see next. Like I said, there was a lot to look at, and so many different companies and brands were showing off different things. I did know that I wanted to come back to Audio Technica though, because our friend Mary would be there. Guys, who is that? We found her again! After catching up with Pasta, we headed towards the Cult of the Lamb booth because the pins were selling quickly. We're on a mission to find the Cult of the Lamb booth. I'm lost already. Turns out it was on the other side of the Karmazoo booth, right next to the Twitch booth, which we were just at. And lucky for us, our friend Seamus was behind the desk selling the goods. Speaking of Karmazoo, it was a new co-op game that we just had to try out, so Teal and I went over and gave it a little play. It can be up to 4 players, so we did want to plan a double date night around it, so maybe you guys will get to see one in future, but it was a lot of fun. And because we played the demo, we actually got to receive a little token and put it inside the gacha machines that they had. They had all different prizes, but the main one that everyone was going for was, of course, the pin. And what did I get? It is! It's so cute! By this stage, I was making up quite the pin collection and we hadn't even run into the boys yet, but we kept running into more friends on the floor. The next thing that Teal and I wanted to do was return to one of the Nintendo booths, more particularly the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Wall. Heading to Five Nights at Freddy's now that we've gotten our Nintendo pins, our Cult of the Lamb pins. We still want one more Nintendo pin, but the line's super long. I really enjoyed the setup of the Five Nights at Freddy's booth. They had a section where you could take photos and also some props in the corner like an arcade machine and some flickering TVs to really set the mood. They also had the trailer for it playing up on a TV on the wall, just in case anyone hadn't seen it or didn't really know what the booth was about. Here's me taking my photo. I had to stand really still. I didn't know what to do as always, but I enjoyed it. Making our way to go find food because I'm hungry. We found Alk and Jay, but we have gone our separate ways. So Teal is with Jay and Bread, and I am with Alk now. We're now in the other side of the hall and we found some food. There's popcorn and fudge, which we just walked by, but there's medieval stuff over here. Is that the one you were talking about?
There's no one in it. There was someone in it before.
Everyone's laughing. This guy. How cool. Even though I was distracted by the LARPing, my main priority was the food, so Alk and I decided to get some chicken wraps and some chips and sit down to eat for a little bit because we hadn't quite had a break yet. We're on the road again. We're going to Audio Technica to go see Mary and also see if they have some of their drinks because I want to try their Audio Technica drinks now. Of course, ran into more friends along the way to the booths, so we wanted to stop and say hi. This one is Sparky, who is a good friend of ours, does a lot of cosplaying, and will be further on in the vlog in cosplay. We got to the Audio Technica booth and unfortunately they didn't have any of their drinks, so I didn't get to try any, and our friend Mary wasn't there. But I did get to try out some of their new streamer headsets and we did get to spy in on Zombies Love Bacon and Shell Bunny in their little interview thing that was going on. We then returned to the Twitch booth because I wanted to play the game. He's writing his name under mine so he can be under me forever. Trying to remember to vlog, like actually vlog. It's a lot harder than you think. I'm just recording aimlessly while walking around. Xenomorph made out of recycled metal. I was a little disappointed that the weapon stand didn't have actual metal swords for my collection. However, I knew with the Victorian law they wouldn't be allowed anyway. Alk really wanted to go to the indie section, so that's where we went next. It was really cool because they had a section specifically for New Zealand developers as well, so we got to check out a whole lot of games.
We're now at the AIE booth. Alk gets very excited when he sees the AIE booth because he went to AIE in Adelaide. So yeah, they've got some demos and stuff from like their student games. So this is a very cool booth to see, and of course I'm just following Alk at this point.
There were so many different new indie games to see, and I was super excited to have a look at them. We did try to get as much content on all of the games as I could, however, throughout the whole crowd and throughout the event, it was very hard to capture everything, of course, so here's a few games that I got. We did also manage to get Cardamom, of course. It was the game that Alk worked on, so we did have to go and say hello, and we saw Mario and Luigi along the way as well. Anytime I saw a really cool cosplay or a favorite character, I did try to film them, so there will be random videos of cosplayers throughout the vlog as well. Alk and I did go visit the PAX merchandise, however I don't think we actually bought any of it this year. It was finally time to go get the last pin on our list, which was the pin you get when playing the Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLC, and we got to say hi to Eevee along the way. As you guys know, I am a big Pokemon fan, so I was super excited to play it. The expo hall did get a little bit overwhelming, however, so Alk and I did go sit outside briefly and get some Red Bull, some ice cream, and some lemonade for sustenance. There were a couple of fluoro-coloured stormtroopers walking around as well, and they were the life of the party of PAX this year. It wasn't long before we started to head off to a panel that our friends Lucy and Fizz were on. This panel did include audience interaction, so we got to make some friends in the audience as well. We did have another panel afterwards, but we did have a quick break, so we went to the JBL booth to go win some merch. Then it was time to go support our friend Fred and watch how he masters OBS with a vengeance, and also get his legs waxed for a good cause. We then met some more friends outside of the panel, and one of our good friends, Dandy, had some biscuits for us. So here's me nomming on a cookie because it was absolutely delicious, and I was hungry because I was hungry the whole day. Speaking of being hungry, I decided it was time to go find food, so we actually left the exhibition center and left the expo hall to go find some Guzman. After dinner, Teal told us about a Storyville bar that was completely book themed and had pretty cool cocktails, and she was recommended it by a friend, so we decided to go and check it out ourselves. We were lucky, we didn't know that you needed a reservation to get in, but they were able to fit us in anyway. We did have to stand for a little bit, but it was cool to go up and check out and stay for a drink or two before we left.
Well, we are back at our accommodation and we are super tired. I did want to do, oh that's Alk's butt in the background. I did want to do a little haul video about what we have received today, so I guess I will show you. Starting with my pass, I got the content creator pass, and I have a bunch of pins on here. I will go through individually. Starting with the pins, I've got the Twitch emote pin, got 2 of the 2 Pokemon DLC pins. I have a Karmazoo one we got from testing out the demo of Karmazoo. We've got a Crunchyroll Anime Everyday one. We've got the 8-bit Mario from signing into our Nintendo store accounts. We've got a flute playing Lambert from Cult of the Lamb. And then this is our friend Foxy's. It is adorable and I love it. I also have this whole other bag of Alienware Fortress stuff that I got from our friend Opti, and inside is some other goodies that we got from around the convention too. We got this JBL bucket hat from one of the claw machines. I actually won 2 of them, but I gave one to Teal as well. I also got a JBL bum bag, which is really cool. I think that'll be actually quite handy. I might use it tomorrow because I was carrying things all day today and it got kind of frustrating. In here, this is an apron, so this one has a little bit of a story behind it. I was supposed to go to the Fallout 76 Brushes and Brews event. I was going to plan to go meet Alk, Teal, and Jay. However, I bought the last ticket and only had 1 ticket, so Alk and I couldn't decide who to go. So I just went and picked up the Fallout apron instead, and I'm going to go give it to my sister who likes Fallout. She doesn't know about it, so this is a cool little souvenir that I picked up for her. That's my little haul for today. Quite a few things. I assume there will be more things tomorrow, so I'm sure I'll show you then. I have to get used to actually taking videos inside the PAX hall. I tried to do it as much as I could today, but it was very crowded and I didn't want to be vlogging in front of a lot of people, but I'm getting used to it. That's the first day done, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good morning, friends. It is day number 2 of PAXAus. Oh my god, I feel like I'm losing my voice. I haven't even spoken properly until this moment. Alk and I will be wearing our matching high-Q hoodies, and we're just going to hang out with friends and go to some panels. We were supposed to meet up with Teal and Jay for breakfast, but those plans fell through because we realized what time we had to get in and how much time it would take to get there, and a couple of other friends wanted to meet up for a group photo, so it looks like we won't be having breakfast. We might have it at the convention or just get something small to eat, which is fine. There's not much planned today. We have some panels at the event. We'll probably be walking around the expo floor. Because I'm not in cosplay, I'm not getting any photos, but we will be going to the Fortress Gala tonight, so hopefully I will check in with you guys then if we have time and you guys can see our outfits. It's very much dress as the main character and go and have a bunch of drinks and dance and stuff at Fortress, so I think it'll be pretty cool. I will see you guys throughout the day.
The first stop of the day was the Forging Her Legacy Women in Games panel, and it was run by a bunch of lovely ladies, Miss Juice Geek, Emil J, Triana OCE, Life of Ruby, and our friend T10 Nat as well. It was so lovely. They spoke about their experiences as being women in gaming, and they all had such different backgrounds and such different stories, and it was just really wonderful to listen to. After the panel, our next stop was to go get food, and I was in dire need of a coffee. So we met up with some friends and got some tacos and some chips and stuff to eat and just hung out outdoors, and it was really nice. Panda, I'm taking videos for a vlog, so just give a little wave. Oh, okay, that's a wave. Yep, alright, cool. After lunch, the boys went back inside to go play some tabletop games, and Teal and I kept running into friends, so we kept getting some photos and decided to just kind of walk the convention center and go with the flow. Finally heading down to the PAX signs at the front because I've realized it is day 2 and I am yet to actually get any photos at the front there. So try not to lose anyone either. I've got Teal, Aaron, and Mimic behind me. Teal and I smelled something good, so we're going to get cinnamon donut pretzels. We're on a mission to find Alk and Jay because they were playing the tabletop games and we were taking photos and videos and stuff out the front, and now we have to wade through people to get to them. We are now back outside once again for the Ubisoft Creator Meetup photo. We are just waiting for anyone else to arrive. And then we're going to take a photo. Oh my god. My gosh. I'm just like trying to get anyone in.
Back at our accommodation again. We are here getting ready for the PAX Gala. So we're gonna shower, get dressed, and head on out to meet everyone again. I am wearing the same jacket that I wore last year because I felt like it was tradition. Also, I had nothing else to wear, as well as this white shirt and black pants. That's my outfit for tonight. I'm very excited to see who is going to be there. The PAX Gala comes with like a photo booth, a dancing area, a 3-hour drink package. So there's quite a bit going on. It goes until 2 a.m. So we could be out for quite a bit, or we could be coming home relatively soon because it's been a big day.
I would also like to apologize in advance. I took some cool photos, some cool videos, but I did get more than a little bit tipsy when recording some of these. So I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'm sorry.
Hi friends, I don't know if you can hear me. I made a friend. I added her on Facebook. She's gonna plan my wedding. I don't know her name. Ellie, stop fucking while you're drunk! Phil is making sure I'm okay, but she's also drunk. I don't know if you can hear me. We will see in the morning.
Hey friends, we just got back from the Fortress PAX Gala. The night was fun. We had a lot of good times. We actually drank a lot. Alk isn't feeling too well now, so he's in the shower now, and he is getting ready to come to bed. Just have to keep an eye on him, make sure he's all right. We've got some Powerade, some antacids, and some Guzman because I needed to make sure he ate, and some water. So he should be good. But yeah, it's bedtime. Our original plan for PAX Day 3 was to possibly go line up and queue for the queue hall, but I'm going to set alarms and see how we go in the morning because it is currently almost 4 a.m. and I don't know if we're going to go to bed anytime soon. So we're going to see what happens with the queue hall. If we do get up for the queue hall, I might have to nap sometime during the day. But yeah, that's a little update. Fortress was fun. PAX Gala was fun. I'm sure the videos have been shown in the vlog. But I will check in with you guys in the morning. Good night. Hey friends, it's day 3. We are getting ready to go into the con. We slept in late because we had quite a big night last night. But right now, I think I've decided to wear my Spider-Gwen cosplay. Because I bring it all this way if I'm not going to wear it. I think also having the car with us is a bit of a blessing because I can bring a change of clothes in the car and just get dressed whenever I want to. So I think I'm going to do that. We have a few things planned today. We've got the Draconess meetup at 1. Alk and Jay are going to go play some Magic the Gathering at 1 while that is on. We also have a Brushes and Brews event with Bethesda for Starfield, so that will be pretty cool. And then I'm pretty sure after that is just free roaming. We might have a couple of panels we were wanting to go see, but on a Sunday we're quite chill. We're going to just walk around and see what we see.
Despite having a big night the night before, I brushed up pretty well. Alk was also okay, he was just more tired, but I was excited to see what the day held for both of us. Like I said, Alk and Jay went to go play Magic the Gathering, and I got a donut and some coffee and headed out onto the grass to go host the Draconess meetup. It was also a really nice day, and there were plenty of cosplayers around and just good vibes for the whole time. I was super thankful to anyone who came up, and everyone got along quite nicely, so it was cool just to chill out after such a big weekend already.
I'm here at the Draconess meetup that I've hosted previously. I run a little community outside of my own Twitch community, and at PAX it's become an annual thing. We've started meeting up. This is the second one, obviously 2 years in a row, and yeah, very excited that some people showed up. We're just having some lunch, some coffee, sharing stickers and hanging out, seeing all the cosplayers out here on the grass. So yeah, it's been pretty good.
It was super cute. One of the community members also brought their cat out in the little backpack, and it did entice the DBD cosplayers to come over and also have a little bit of a chat with us too. It was super nice. We got to sign the kitty's backpack as well, and even saw some floofy doggos that walked past too. After the Draconess Den meetup, we met up again with the boys and went to the Bethesda Brushes and Brews session. This one was Starfield themed, so we got to do a painting based on Starfield, but this is a relatively new event that Bethesda was hosting. Basically, we got to paint and drink and hang out with friends and eat some snackies all in a little time slot. There was really nice ambient lighting, and we even got to keep our Starfield aprons. I think my main goal for this session was just to not get any paint on my cosplay, because my Gwen cosplay was pure white and we were dealing with lots of different colors. I did try to set up my gimbal so it would take recordings of my painting in progress. However, there just wasn't enough table room, so I filmed myself instead. So here's me enjoying my pale ale, and you get to also check out my faces of concentration as I try to work out what is going on with my painting. And this was the final result. After Brushes and Brews was finished, I broke off from the group to go and line up to get some cosplay photos. I always tend to cosplay last minute, but I always forget to get professional photos done.
Hi, Smokey! Oh my god, you look incredible. It's so elaborate. I love it, huh? How are you doing? Here we go, we found Sparky! It looks incredible! PAX Day 3 is now done. I have gotten out of cosplay and we have met up with Teal, Jay and Bread once again to go find food, basically. They're just dropping off their luggage and then we are going to go find some. Isn't he a cutie? Oh no, not this again. You can tell he's very excited that PAX is now done.
We all wanted to go out for dinner on the last night, so we went for some Thai food that was down by the river. I got some Penang curry with the lamb shoulder, and Alk got some sort of scallop dish, and they were both very delicious. We also decided last minute to go back to our place to go play some Magic the Gathering and get bubble tea, but the fire alarm was pulled, so it was quite an eventful night for us.
At least we got our bubble tea.
It was of course a false alarm, but we did manage to get our bubble tea while we were downstairs anyway. And then we just had a chill last night in. The true last day, or day 4, is us going home. We didn't stay in Melbourne for too long because we had a long drive back, but we did meet up with Teal and Jay to go get some brekkie and go get some coffee and say our little goodbyes before we went back home. And that's it for the vlog. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I'll see you guys next year.